Hey folks, what is going on? It's Jacob coming at you with another video. Hope you're all doing very well. Wanted to talk to you about a topic that popped up in my inner circle today around consumption versus production. All right, now if you're not in the content game, this is going to mean less than nothing, and you can feel free to go ahead and close this video. But if you do produce content, or if you've been thinking about producing content to generate leads, generate sales, generate clients, all that kind of stuff, be it in a Facebook group, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on your Facebook profile, wherever, doesn't matter, on a blog, on email, doesn't matter. If you are going to be producing content on an ongoing basis in order to try and generate customers, clients, and profits, this is going to be relevant to you. All right, there's a constant paradox for people between how much should I consume of other people versus how much should I produce. All right, and it popped up today with one of the young dudes who's in my inner circle, who's in the process of getting his online business off the ground, and I figured I'd talk to you all about it as well, because I know it is something that so many people struggle with, and I appreciate there's a little bit of irony in me talking about this while you are currently consuming my stuff. Okay, with that out of the way, just real quick, check out the links in the description. First link is to my private Facebook community. That's free. You can jump in. I'm really active over there. We have a good time. Next bunch of links are for some paid programs you can check out and see if any of them are the right fit for you. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, leave any questions, comments, etc. that you've got below, and I'll do my best to get back to you throughout the week. Production versus consumption. All right, now look, straight up, if you're going to be in the content game, it goes without saying, you need to be a net producer. All right, if you are consuming more than you produce, you've got an imbalance problem, because it means you're spending more time looking at other people's businesses than focusing on your own shit. And that can lead to a host of problems, right? A host of problems, especially if your mindset isn't in check, in terms of not getting distracted, in terms of not comparing yourself to other people, in terms of, buying everything that you see, all those kind of things, right? If you are a net consumer of people in your space, you are really opening yourself up to a lot of risk mentally, right? Because you see other people, oh, look how amazing they're doing, why aren't I doing that, right? Or maybe I need to change and I need this thing instead of that thing, right? Oh, they've got a Facebook group, I need to start a Facebook group. They've got a YouTube channel, I need to start a YouTube channel. They're talking about this topic, I need to talk about this topic. That's their opinion. Mine was different, but now I think I'm wrong because they're talking about that thing, so I'm going to change my opinion, right? Oh, they use this style of words, I'm going to use those style of words. You are opening yourself up to a mess if you are consuming too much, and that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody, right? If you're in the content game, you need to be first and foremost focusing on producing, right? If you get to the end of the week and you go, fuck, I was going to do 3 YouTube videos, I was going to post in my group every day, and I was going to send a daily email to my list, I only did half of that, but I spent 5 hours watching Jacob shit. Obviously that's great for me, but that doesn't move the needle for you in the production of your own stuff, right? And that's what's ultimately going to make you money. You've got to be a net producer, okay? Now, with that said, I'm not going to go as far as to say as consume nothing. I think there are some really beneficial ways to consume content, and some what I call strategic consumption, all right? If you've got certain mentors that you follow and people that you want to learn from, consume from them, 100%. If you respect their opinion, you've learned a lot from them, they've done what you want to do, consume away. But don't do it to the detriment of your own production. Do it after you've produced your own stuff. Do it after you've hit your own content production goals, okay? What about other people in your space? Competitors. I think if you can do it without getting distracted, if you have the level of self-awareness to know this is me, this is what I do, this is the path that I'm on, these are my views, these are my personalities, and I'm not going to let those become tainted by looking at what my other people are doing, and I'm not gonna get all upset and pissed off about, let this comparison shit get to me and go, oh, I should be doing what they're doing, or I should be at their level, then I think, yeah, go ahead, look at what people are talking about. That can give you good ideas for your content, right? That can give you good opportunities to zig if other people are zagging, all of those kind of things. But you've got to be able to consume it strategically. You might identify opportunities that you can jump at, but you've got to be able to do it with some blinders on and not let it completely distract you. Okay? You've got to be able to do it in a way that's going to help and not hinder. And I think early days for people, when they're still trying to figure out who their brand is, their big goals, the major action steps that they need to take each week, I think overconsumption of too many different people in the same space is just going to cause so much confusion. So if you're thinking about getting into the content game, or you're already in the content game and this is something that you've struggled with, here's my summarized advice for you today. Is set your own content production goals for whatever platforms it is that you are on, and hit those first. Right? Hit those first. Then, if those are in order and you want to consume, do it strategically. Right? Start with the mentors that you're paying to begin with, so you're making sure you're getting value out of those, or any other people that you really, really respect in your space. Okay? Consume that stuff. With the stuff that you learn, implement it. Take action on it, so that you're actually deriving benefit, hopefully financial benefit ultimately, from the stuff that you are consuming. Right? If you hear a productivity tip, right? If you hear a tactic, if you hear a piece of strategic advice, go and implement it quickly, so that you get a real ROI on the time that you spent consuming that content. All right? Strategically consume. If you're going to look at your competitors, limit it. Take notes on where you can see opportunities based on the stuff that other people are talking about. But if you feel yourself getting angry, getting anxious, getting pissed off about what they're talking about what they're doing, you feel yourself getting really distracted from the stuff that you are trying to do and the direction that you're heading in, just stop. Just focus on your stuff. Okay? Focus on you. Focus on your brand. Focus on your personality. Focus on your offers. Because once you start feeling those types of things, you're heading down a slippery slope. All right, so I'd cut it off. Maybe revisit it again in a month. You've got to be self-aware enough to know, is this consumption being beneficial? That's it in a nutshell. Once you've produced your own stuff, is my consumption ultimately benefiting me and getting me closer to my goals, or is it holding me back? Right? Am I listening to stuff that's actually helping me, or is it ultimately leaving me more confused, more overwhelmed, all that kind of stuff? All right, that's my little tip for today. Make sure your consumption and production balance is in check. And if you get that in check, it'll free up a lot of time and it'll give you a lot more clarity. All right, check out the links in the description, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like. I'm going to get a bit more work done for the day, wrap up my Tuesday, maybe go for a walk if it doesn't rain on me, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.